supporting you from underneath. So just here. DJ, get your suntan. All right. Enjoy the suntan. All right. And then just kind of start to become aware of where your body is in space right now. So let's start by thinking about kind of from our hips downward, thinking about weighting the backs of our pelvis kind of equally, at least as much as you can right now. And then pull your knees, if you were to draw a dotted line, pull the center of your kneecap in line with your hip point. And then again, if you were to draw a dotted line, your heels don't have to be close to your knees. I just want them in the same train track as your knees. So Tammy, I'll have you narrow your feet just a teeny bit.
Like that?
Yep, exactly. And then let's build upwards. And so as you go up, kind of exploring, you don't have to change it, just explore. The back of both of your ribs feel equally connected to the mat. And then do your shoulder blades feel equally connected to the mat. Feel the tension in your neck. And let the back of your head be really heavy. And then find all 5 fingers of both of your hands and press all 5 fingers down and feel kind of a cupping underneath the kind of the arch. Go to the arch of your hand or the arch of your foot. Reach your hands up toward the ceiling now. And against the reach of your longest finger, feel your shoulder blades plug into the mat. So feel your arm bones plug into those sockets right there. And then reach your hands back behind you as far as your shoulders will allow, and allow your whole chest to get open. Fill your lungs with air. Take a huge inhale. Stay here, exhale. Take another huge inhale. And as you exhale, feel your shoulder blades connect to the mat and glide your hands straight up towards the ceiling, floating right above your Chicago. Perfect. Feel your lower abs pulling in and up. And then let's keep our feet down for the first bit of the 100. So you guys will build it up, but you stop where it's good for you today, okay? So you're going to peel your head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. Then reach your hands towards your hips. Look at your lower abs. Are they pulling in and up? And is your tailbone lifting towards your nose or reaching towards your tailbone? I want you to think about it as on an even plane. So almost untuck your back. Then begin to pump your arms, and I want you to think precise here. So we're not in a hurry. We're taking a nice deep inhale and a very deep exhale. Here's your count. And up 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 and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and inhale and exhale. Let's do one more full set. Inhale and exhale. Pause your pumps. Reach further into your fingers. Come off your shoulder blades a little bit more. Then lengthen yourself all the way back down. Put your hands back down onto the mat. Turn your chin towards the right. Almost think like you're on the horizon. So don't lower your chin. Just turn your head. Come back to the center. And then turn your head to the opposite direction. And then come back to your center. Pull your knees together for me, please. And together let your knees drop over to your right. And then pull your left waistline long. And then bring everything back to your center. And bring everything over to the opposite side. Pull your right waistline long. How are we doing, guys? So far, so good? I know, it is nice outside, isn't it? Bring your knees back into tabletop. I like teaching without virtually because I don't have to wear pants. Nobody ever knows.
TMI.
I know, right? Alrighty, so if the first round of 100, or that first 40 or 50 was where you need to be there. Otherwise, we're going to move up to our knees into tabletop. Once your knees are in tabletop, I want your kneecaps heavy over your hips, so they're right over your hips. And then hug your inner thighs together for me. Float your hands up towards the ceiling. Feel the connection of your shoulder blades onto the mat. Head up or head down. You're going to lift your head, neck, and shoulders if that's what you're doing today. Reach your hands towards your hips. Imagine I'm pulling on your fingertips. Pull your shoulder blades back against my pull. There you go. With control. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. So inhale for 5. So you're not doing something that's so abrupt that the whole body should be jarring. So I want you to seal up all your other bits and pieces. Let's do 2 more full sets of inhales and exhales. And one more set of inhales and exhales. Then pause your pumps for me. Hug your inner thighs together more. Reach through your fingertips, come up off your shoulder blades more. Pull your lower abs in more. Lay everything back down onto the mat. Place your hands down next to you on the mat. Cross your right leg over the top of your left leg in a figure four stretch. Open your knee to the side, flex your heel. And then if it's good for you today, pick up that bottom knee, your left knee, put your hands behind your thighs, pull the knee towards you as you reach your right leg, push your right knee away to open up that piriformis. There you go. Then let that leg fall down to, or go down to the mat, and let's switch legs. So now your opposite leg will cross on front. You flex your foot to protect your knee. You glide your thigh up and your foot up off the mat, hands behind your thighs if that's where you are today. Push your knee away, and then let everything glide back down to the mat. Put both feet onto the mat. Place your hands next to you on the mat. Feel the support of your spine on the mat. Press your lower back down onto the mat. So let's just do a couple of pelvic tilts here. And then I want you to pull your heels towards your butt and pull your lower abs isometrically off the mat. And then you're going to press your lower back down so your butt's going to stay heavy. And it's almost like your feet are into the mat. Pull into your, yeah, there you go. And then release. Let's do that one more time. You press your lower back down. You press into your hands. You press into your heels. Pull your lower back off the mat. Then bring your legs either together or one at a time into tabletop. And we're going to rock up to a seated position for our half roll back. So once you're up, let your feet land right in front of you, and wherever they land is where they're going to stay. Then put your hands right behind your thighs for me, please, and double check that you're sitting equally on both of your sit bones and your heels are equally weighted. Keep your hands right behind your thighs, light, easy grip there. Start with your elbows bent. Take an inhale and lift your spine for me here. Pull your lower abs in and lengthen your tailbone so you're not sticking your butt out. Yes. Now keep your chest broad. Exhale, roll backwards just till your arms are straight. So keep your feet down, keep your hands right where they are. It's just a little curl of your tailbone. Could you curl that tailbone more? Yes. Now keep the collarbone wide, pull your abs in more, and lift yourself back up to that seated position. When you straighten up, your heart comes forward, your butt does not stick out. You lengthen your tailbone. Yes. Inhale, grow tall here for me. Exhale, roll off your sit bones. Collarbone is wide. You're tucking your tail. Find space in that lower back. Traction it. Yes. Inhale here. Exhale, lift yourself up and up and up and up. Let's keep our feet heavy so that we can actually help to traction our spine. So last one like this. Inhale to lift up for me here. Exhale, pull your abs in and up. Press your heels down. Feel space in that lower back where it gets really, really tight. You guys okay there? Inhale here. Press your heels down more, Michael. Yeah, there you go. Now exhale, lift yourself all the way back up. Great work, you guys. Put your hands in front of you like you're on a shelf. Take a nice deep inhale for me here. I want you to imagine every piece of your vertebra. You're laying it down one at a time. Curl your tailbone. Lay your lower back down. Lay your middle back down. Use the back of your thighs if you need to, because I want you to lay that spine, each piece of it all the way down. Once you're down, float your hands up towards the ceiling. Keep your knees gently bent. So we're going to go right into our full roll-up. Now, if the full roll-up after the first round doesn't work for you, you're going to wrap yourself up, and we're going to go right back to that half roll back, okay? It's the same muscles. Take a nice deep inhale, actually, and reach your hands long behind you, but feel your shoulder blades now plugging into the mat. Exhale all the air out, settle your bottom of your rib cage. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your hands back up to the ceiling, and plug your shoulder blades as you exhale. Inhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. As you exhale, peel your spine up. One vertebra at a time. Use the back of your thighs if you need it. Good for you. All the way up, just find yourself at the top. Well done, you guys. Whether you help or not, you're still using those same muscles. Take an inhale. Imagine your hands on a shelf. Curl your tailbone, press into your heels. Lay your sacrum down. Lay your middle back down. Keep reaching through your heels. Well done. Your shoulders land, your head lands, your hands float up to the ceiling. If this is where you are today, this is where you stay. Otherwise, extend your legs long for me. Flex into your heels like you're standing on the ground. And imagine you have a credit card or your unemployment debit card that they keep talking about. We're in between the top of your inner thigh. There you go. Take an inhale, reach your hands back behind you. Open your heart. Exhale, reach your hands back up to the ceiling. Inhale, tighten up all your bits and pieces. Exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, and pause for me. pull your abs in more. Inhale here, exhale, reach yourself up just a little bit more and pause. Inhale, exhale, lift yourself all the way up. Now reach yourself over towards your toes. Bend your knees if you need to. Stretch your lower back. Perfect. If you can reach your toes, touch your toes, pull your abs in the opposite direction. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Then reach your hands right in line with your shoulders so it's back on a shelf. Lift your gaze for me. Sit up tall for me here. Hinge back. Don't bend back. Hinge back. Curl your tailbone. Reach through your heels. Lower yourself all the way back down to the mat. Great job, you guys. Once you're there, take your hands next to you on the mat and just let yourself settle. So far, so good, everybody? Good. All right, so we're going to go right into our one leg circle. So if anybody, does everybody have a yoga band or a magic circle? Let's start with that. Do you care if I touch it? I'll grab it
No,
for you.
it's fine, thank you. Which one do you want, a circle or a band?
I would say, EJ, for you, probably the circle is better because you're pretty flexible, so you get a little bit of stretch. All right, so let's start laying down, please. If your back is tight, then I want you to bend your right leg and put your right foot flat onto the mat. Otherwise, your right leg is reaching out to me like you're standing on the ground, and imagine I'm pulling your heel towards me. Then bring your left knee into tabletop and extend the leg up towards the ceiling. So you might, my friend, let's see how far. You might care if I share this with her. Are you okay there?
I hope so.
All right, let's put the magic circle onto the arch of your foot, or put the yoga strap on the arch of your foot so it's on the lifted leg for me. Sorry, I didn't say that. I was too busy yakking. There you go. All right, so now I want you to feel both sides of your pelvis really heavy, and I want you to feel your leg bone heavy into the socket. Michael, bend your knee a little bit, and that will allow you to bring your heel a little bit closer to your body. There you go. Perfect. So then imagine that I want everybody now to bend their knee into the tabletop. Then I want you to imagine your heels against the wall. Slide your heel up the wall, straight up. Reach through your heel and reach through your waist on that side. 2 more times. Bend your knee, settle your pelvis. Think you're leaving your pelvis right where it is, and you're sliding your heel straight up to the ceiling. And last time for me, please bend your knee and reach your heel all the way up. And then once you're up, settle your shoulders, relax your neck for me. Relax your face, relax your mouth. Pull your leg now in this shape in towards you. And then release the stretch. Just let the leg fall away a little bit. And then pull it in towards you again. And if it's pulling on your back, bend your knee a little bit so that you can get, yeah, there you go. And then release the stretch. And one more time, pull it in towards you. And release the stretch. Then take your band or your magic circle and put it only into the opposite hand that the foot, from the foot that's raised. Perfect. Now I want the leg, the arm that's not on the circle or the band to hug into the mat. Reach your foot or your arch into your magic circle or your strap and let your legs fall across your body, almost in line with your hip, kind of between your hip and your knee. Pause here. Put the back of your pelvis down. So imagine I'm plugging that leg bone right into your hip socket. That's where I want it. Exactly. And then bring the leg back in line with your shoulder. And again, bring the leg across your body between your hip and your knee. And then plug that leg like someone's pushing on your heel. Yes, exactly. And then bring the leg back in line with your shoulder. And last time, bring the leg across your body. Settle your left shoulder. Settle your left hip. And then bend your knee a little here. Then push that strap or that magic circle away more. Well done. Then bring the leg back in line with your shoulder. Now if you're tight, I want you to keep that strap. Otherwise, lay the magic circle off to the side or the strap off to the side. If you're keeping the strap, separate your straps, one in each hand, and give me a nice leg grip on it. There you go. So Kimmy, I would just put the strap, the magic circle away. Now keep the leg up there for me, please. We're going to start with our one leg circles, and we're going to do it it's going to get bigger as we go. So I want the first circle with a pointed toe to be the size of a dessert plate. I want you to come across to your opposite hip, finish around, and pause at the top. Now let's let this be the size of a salad plate. Across your body, around, and pause at the top.
Wait a minute, my dessert's bigger than myself.
Right? Exactly. Well, that's up to you then. That's personal preference. All right, now we're into dinner. So we're going to go into our dinner plate. You're going to go around your body, finish on the up, Now imagine the waitress at the bar who's those pork trays where they're carrying your beer on it. Bring it all the way across. Big, nice round circle around and up, and finish on the top. We're finishing with a highlight. All right, and then let's go the other direction. We're starting with dessert. Our mural is going backwards. It's a teeny tiny circle with a very, very big point. Pause at the top. All right, here we go to salad. Open a little. Work the across. How far across can you go, even though the circle is small? And now we're going into dinner. Out, around, and up. Now, can you make sure everything else is staying connected to the mat? Here is your big dinner plate, around and up. And here's Vera at the bar with her cork-topped tray all the way around, big, huge circle. Lower that leg all the way down to the mat. And once the leg is down, slide your right knee up to meet or put down on the mat, and then put the yoga strap or the magic circle around the arch of the opposite leg. So now, before you start to move, check in with all your bits and pieces in space. Are your shoulders still equally weighted? Are the back of your hips still equally weighted? And your extended leg, if I pulled on that heel, you would find an extra inch. You guys all have an extra inch of stretch in the back of that leg. There you go. Now bend your top leg a little, and then slide that heel up a wall a lot. And bend your knee a little, and slide that leg up a wall a lot. And last time like this, you bend and you straighten. Now keep the leg straight and settle your pelvis. Just try to take the tension out of this. And now draw the leg in towards you as much as you can. Well done. And then release it a little. So actually, it's not our strength that we've lost through this series. It's usually our stretch, right? Pull it in. You guys, you all look to me like you're maybe, besides this floppy over here. And release it. Gumpy. Last one. And then release it. And then you're going to take the opposite hand and put it onto the ring or to the strap. You're going to hug the mat with the same side as your leg is extended. And then I want you to reach that leg across your body. Sorry, you're going to hug the mat with your opposite. There you go. Bring the leg across. Imagine your leg is just landing on a shelf. So come across between your hip and your knee. Land the leg and then plug the leg into the socket. And then bring the leg back in line with your shoulder. And then let's do it again. Bring the leg across. Now pause here. Settle the back of your pelvis more. Aim your butt towards the end of the mat. Yes. And then bring the leg back in line with your shoulder. And this time bring the leg out there. Let it hang there for a second. And reach your leg bone back into your socket, but press your heel away. Isn't that insane? I know. And now bring your leg back in line with your shoulder. If you're keeping the strap, separate the straps. Otherwise, get rid of your circle. Put it off to the side. Hug the mat with your arms of your hand. And if you have the strap, I want the top of your arms hugging into the mat. There we go. So point the toe hard for me, please. And we're going to start with our dessert plate. So it goes across your body towards your opposite hip. You finish in line with your shoulder and you pause. And now we go to salad. Cross, around. Let your abs pull it up. And now we go to dinner. Across, around, and up. Could I pull on your extended leg and lengthen a little? Yeah, there we go. Last two. Here comes what? Our big dessert. I don't know. We're at dinner. Yeah. And now we're at the cork tray. I'm glad I'm leaving you guys with these really lovely images. I'm not thinking about like beer spilled all over and the way it smells like a sour mop. Yeah. All right, let's go the opposite direction. Now, if your quad is tight, bend your knee for just a second if you're getting grippy there. And you can keep the knee back. Point the toe. You're going to go the opposite direction. Small little circle first. Pause at the top. Getting a little bit bigger. Across, around, and up. And getting a little bit bigger. And then we're getting nice and big. And for the last one, I want you to go right as big as you can tolerate without moving any of your other bits and pieces. Well done, you guys. Bend your knee, put your foot down onto the mat. How's your tooth, by the way? Are you feeling any throbbing? Are you okay right now?
Oh yeah, my tooth is fine. I'm still a little.
You're numb?
No, it's just weird.
So we should ask her to eat a drink just for kicks, right? All right, your choice is, we're going to come up to a seated position. Your choice is you can either rock up or you can do a roll up. You're entirely up to you, no judgment. If you're rolling up, you're going to do a roll up. Otherwise, your knees come in tabletop. You put your hands behind your thighs. You rock yourself up to a seated position. So come on up, pick your poison. Well done, you guys. Now that you're here, we're going to do a little rolling like a ball. So we're going to start with our knees bent just like we were in that half round back position. So connect your heels and open your knees to the width of your shoulders. Bend your knees. Tammy, since you have the ball, why don't you put the ball right between your knees just because you have one. I have another ball too. Does anybody want one? It's helpful.
Is it helpful?
It is helpful. It really is helpful, yeah.
Okay. Play with the ball. Could have brought my ball.
It's kind of like a Patriots.
I said I was like, I'm moving in. I have my thing,
should
my
have-
strap,
she's so
my
color
circle.
coordinated.
Got the whole thing going on
I know.
over there. Yeah,
Coordinated.
yeah, exactly.
That
All right.
first week without formal Pilates was really rough. I was like on Amazon. I want this. And I want
She
this.
bought the whole studio. Yeah, I wish I.
At
Yeah.
least hers
Well,
was
I can
delivered.
fit you and
I coordinated
I know, exactly.
I'm still waiting for my deliveries.
I know.
Including the toilet paper.
The toilet paper. Oh, I am rich on toilet paper. Yeah. So that's my. If I ever need a buck, that's where I'm going. All right. So place your hands behind your thighs, guys. And I want you to keep your collarbone wide, but I want you to curl your tailbone and just rock back just a little bit. Then by way of your abs, without changing where you are at the top of your spine, float your feet up, connect your heels. You have that credit card right between your heels right now. Let your hands press into your legs press into your hands. Elbows are wide. I want you to pull your abs in so much that you rock back just an inch, and then I want you to rock right back up. Bring everything with you, so not just the top of your spine, your knees come with you. Float your legs up, off the mat, roll back just a little, come right back up, everything comes right back. If you fall, just gravity takes you, you just roll back. One more like that, you roll back for me. Now when you come back up, you're not sticking your butt up, you're pulling your abs in, you're almost gonna stay rounded on the way up. Hey you guys, well done, put your feet down. Great job, small but mighty, right? All right, so let's go into a little massage. So you're gonna start the work just the way we started, the half roll back, but then you're gonna roll back like gravity takes you, massage your lower back. If it bothers you because we're not on a complete, like we're not on a studio floor, then we'll take it out, all right? So let's see how it feels the first time. Float your feet up for me, please. Place your hands behind your thighs. Connect your heels, hold on to that credit card. Elbows are wide, hands are pressing into your arms or legs. Lower your back down to the mat, take your knees with you, come right back up. Yes, when you come up, instead of straightening at the top, can you dive your nose towards your knees? So you're gonna stay rounded the whole time. You're gonna roll back, lower abs bring you back, dive your head towards your knees, but don't shrink up your waist. Great job, you guys, last time. You roll it back, come right back up, put your feet down, put your hands in front of you, pull your knees towards each other, lower yourself with control all the way down to the mat. How are we feeling? Good. All right, if you have any props, put them off to the side. We're gonna go into our ab series. You guys are gonna either not come back next week or come back next week, depending on how you feel about all of this. So I'm going to give you a band. They were clean, but now I'm touching them.
I have two more in my bag.
Oh,
These
Those are the bands.
I have those
Add
too,
these, so
yeah.
next time bring them only just because then you're true to quarantine, right? So you're the
I'm gonna need a suitcase.
Here, I didn't bring mine
You
though.
don't have, well, I have plenty.
Here, I'll have one.
So I'm gonna
Everyone
give
that
you.
goes with their outfit. the little blue
That's
one.
okay, whatever, they're all different levels.
So you get what you get.
That's fine. Where do we put it?
All right, so you're going to take them, so rock yourself up to a seated position, flex your feet, and put them across the front of your, like the, in between your, yeah, just like that, like at the top of your arch. And then spread your feet apart so you get a little tension. All right, put your hands in front of you. Keep the tension, lower yourself all the way back down to the mat. Alrighty, and then keep the tension, put your hands next to you on the mat, bring your knees into tabletop. We have single leg stretch. So, you're going to take your hands, put them behind your neck. Perfect. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Reach your right knee in as you press the band away with your left. Pull and push. And switch for me. Your head is straight up, so nothing is twisting.
Clever.
And then pull and push. So feel the pull in and feel the press away. Like you're going through quicksand. The slower you go, the more precise it's going to be. Give me one more per leg. Finish off even for me, please. You feel that, people? Great. And then finish in tabletop. Lower your feet down to the mat. Tammy just took out her eye. Put your feet down onto the mat. Put your head down onto the mat. Keep your knees together. Drop your knees to one side. Stretch the opposite side. Come back to the center. And then go to the opposite side. Come back to the center. Find a little tension in that strap. Place your hands next to you on the mat. By way of your abs, Cindy, separate your knees for me and keep that straight. Yeah, exactly. Draw your knees into tabletop. Double leg stretch is next. Take your hands and place them up towards the ceiling. Then lift your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Keep pressing your legs apart as you pull your knees into your chest with your hands. Put your hands right on your shins. Yes, now on an inhale, press your legs towards the ceiling. Keep the tension in the strap. Put your hands straight up to the ceiling as well. Open your arms out to a T. Circle them down to your thighs. Pull your knees in. Don't let the strap lose its tension. Inhale, reach everything up to the ceiling. Exhale, circle your arms around. Nice and slow and easy. Pull your knees and keep the tension on the strap. Can you do 2 more? Inhale to lift up. Put your head down if you need it. Exhale, circle your arms around. Pull your knees and pull your abs in. Last one. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, circle everything around. Pull your knees and pull your abs and put your feet down onto the mat. Rock yourself up to a seated position for me, please. Take the strap off of your arches and put your hands on the inside of the strap. Then put the strap in front of you, and instead of using a magic circle where we push in, push it away. Use the tension to engage your shoulder blades. Take a nice inhale at the top. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Once you're there, keep this tension on the strap. Bring your knees into tabletop. We're going to do double leg stretch a different way. So now you keep the tension. Your arms and your legs go straight up to the ceiling. Now your arms go back, your legs go forward. Everything comes forward, but you keep the tension on the strap. Pull your knees and pull the strap over your shins. Bend your knees. Inhale to reach out. Your head can be up or it can be down. If your head is down, though, your range of motion is smaller. Pull everything in a little close and tight. 2 more. Don't lose the tension on that strap, even when you come in. Bend your knees. Bend. Yes, there you go. Last one. Reach everything out. Pull everything in. Put your feet down onto the mat. Put your hands down onto your belly. And then just take the tension out of your neck. So far, so good, you guys? Keep the hands in the strap. You can actually, if it bothers your wrist, for example, you can move it up to your forearm. Okay. Then you're going to bring your knees into tabletop again. You're going to bring that strap right above your heart, and you're going to press the strap away. Straighten your legs. Lift your head if you're going to lift your head for scissors. Your legs are straight. Don't move the strap. Bring your right leg towards the strap. Try to touch it twice. Keep your legs straight. Pulse, pulse, and switch. And pulse, pulse, and switch. And switch. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Don't move that strap. Pull, pull, and switch. And pull, pull, and switch. And pull, pull. And pull, pull. Finish off even for me, please. Then bend your knees. Put your feet down. Put your head down. Relax your shoulders and your neck. Bend your elbows. Rock yourself up to a seated position for me, please. Put the strap around your arch, or around its original position for me, please. For lower lift, get a little tension in that strap. Place your hands in front of you, and really use this lowering to first of all engage this, but also to find a little space in that lower back. Lower yourself all the way back down. Once you're here, place your hands next to you on the mat, please. Let your heart be nice and wide. Then take your hands and put your hands into a triangle position and find a nice little trivet for underneath your spine. Sit on it. All right, going right into lower lift. Bend your knees into tabletop for me, please. If you're going to lift your head for lower lift, lift your head now. Otherwise, keep your head down. Extend your legs out for me. Keep the tension on the strap. Press the strap away and lower it down 6 inches. And then hold the strap, but release the tension. Lift up, 3, 2, 1. Press the strap away. Reach out of your pelvis, lower down. Release the tension. Lift up, up, up. One more like this. Press down as you press the strap away. Lift up, up, up. Bend your knees. Put your head down. Put your knees in tabletop. Turn your chin to the right and to the left. Anybody's back bothering them? Everybody okay?
Yep.
Okay. Bring your knees, put your hands if they straight from your pelvis, put them back. Otherwise, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Now you're going to release the strap and lower down. And push into the strap to lift up, up, up. Release the strap to lower down. Push into the strap to lift up, up, up. Last one, release the strap to lower down. Push into the strap, lift up, up, up. Bend your knees, put your feet down. Grab the strap, please, off of the arches of your feet. There you go. And just relax your shoulders and your neck. And I was wrong. You're going to put that guy right back where it was. Because we have crisscross.
Oh, I did forget that one.
I
Here's the
know.
thing, you can't
I was-
drop
I
out
was
because
like-
we're using your
I
house.
was like, this is a good one. to
You
forget.
could get a drink and just sit and watch it.
What Donna's doing. She's
She's
videoing.
taking a picture and drinking wine. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
What's wrong with this picture? Alrighty, guys, put your hands behind your neck for me. Elbows are nice and wide, and bring your knees into tabletop. So crisscross is single leg stretch with a little twist, yes? So lift both of your shoulders up. Give me nice wide elbows. Twist your right armpit towards your left knee as you press your opposite leg away. So pull the knee in as you press away. Come up through the middle, bend both knees. Twist to the opposite side. You're opening your chest for me. Come up through the middle. Easy on your neck. Twist your rib cage, not your neck for me. twist around that bra line or around that sternum. Come up through the center. One more on each side to finish off even. Press and pull that knee in. Yes, I want you to feel that knee pulling in against that strap. Last time, come back to the center. Put your feet down. Put your head down. Lower everything back down. Great job. Place your hands next to you on the mat. And then bring your knees back in the tabletop. Take the strap off of your knees. Your feet, excuse me. Put the strap in, put your hands in between the straps for me, please, because I'm into it now. All right, and then extend your legs long for me. So you know, when we're in the studio and we use the magic circle or we use that roll-up bar, let's use the strap to kind of engage our back, to get our back to help us with our roll-up. So taking a little inhale, feel a little pressure, not in your hands, but in your back as you stretch the strap apart. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Roll yourself all the way up to a seated position. Use your abs. Yes, find your shoulder girdle. The more you find, yes, exactly. Well done, my friend. Alrighty, bend your knees, Mike. Rock yourself all the way up. There you go. It's your back. It's not your strength. It's definitely your back, not your strength. All right, we're gonna go right into spine stretch forward here. So if it's okay with your wrists and your shoulders, you're gonna keep the strap. Otherwise, you can lose it. So take care of yourself, okay? Your legs, if your back will allow you, are going to be open wider than your body. And then I want you to flex your feet like you're sitting on the floor or you're standing on the floor. Then let that strap or your arms be right in line with your shoulders and pull your heart forward. So pull the strap apart to make room for your heart. Take a nice deep inhale for me. Grow taller in your weight. As you exhale, slide that strap forward, press it apart. As you press it apart, can you pull your abs away? Hollow out your abs right here. Yes. Inhale, I want you to release the tension on the strap and just stack your spine, lift the crown of your head, get taller on the way up. Well done, you guys. Again, inhale, find stress in the strap. Exhale, peel yourself like you're peeling off a wall. Reach into your heels more. Dive your forehead towards the strap. Inhale, release the strap and stack yourself up. Create the connection with your shoulder blades on your own without the strap. Last time, inhale to grow tall. Exhale, keep all that length in your waist. Just reach it forward like you're a big piece of taffy. Rise out of your hip bone. Yes, exactly. Inhale, stack yourself up. Lift the crown of your head at the top. Take the strap, put it off to your side, but keep it handy. Bring your knees together in front of you, please. Place your hands in front of you like they're on a shelf, and just roll your spine down to the mat. Great job. Well done. Place your hands next to you on the mat. And then bend your knees for me, please. And then we're going to place our hands underneath our pelvis again for some support because we're going to go into corkscrew. If you don't want that support, you can place your hands firmly onto the mat, hugging your whole shoulder onto the mat. If your elbows are bent, press your elbows into the mat to widen all of this. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Bend your knees for me, please, in the tabletop. Imagine I had that strap tightened around your ankle so that there's no separation between either of your legs. Extend your legs straight up to the ceiling. Now keep your ankles connected, but externally rotate. Make little penguin feet for me. Perfect. All right, so Michael, bend your knees a little. There you go. And that way, and bring your toes. That's where I want you. Exactly. All right, so keep that shape. Let's start by just letting our legs go perpendicular. Out to 90 degrees to 40 to the right. So just straight out. Pull your left hip down. Come back to the center. So this is called TikTok. We're going to go to the other side, like it's one leg. Come back to the center. Now, is one of your ankles sliding off the other when you go over there? I want you to try to go longer out of the leg that's trying to shorten. Go over to the right. Yes, grow out of your, yes, exactly. Come back to the center. Finish off even for me. And then we're going to go fully into corkscrew. It doesn't have to be big, you guys. Point your toes. Go over to the right for me first. Circle down towards the floor. Little circle over to the left. Finish with your toes right in front of your nose. Well done. So I wouldn't drop the legs that low. I want you to think you're painting on the ceiling with your toes. Bring your toes up to the ceiling again. Go to the left. Yes, reach out to me to 45 degrees. Over to the opposite side. Finish with your toes reaching towards the ceiling. So far, so good? One more in each direction. Over to the right. Keep your shoulder blades hugging in. Don't let the top of your body change position, even though you're twisting the bottom of your body. The opposite direction for me. Around and up. Great job. Then bend your knees for me. Put your feet down onto the mat. And place your hands behind your thighs. Lift your hips up. Rock yourself up to a seated position. And then we're going to go right into soft. So open your legs as wide as the mat is. If you need to bend your knees in order to give you a little lift to your spine, I'd rather your spine be lifted than your legs be straight. Open your arms a little wider than your shoulders. And yes, perfect. And palms down towards the ceiling to start. So let's start the same way we just started corkscrew. We're just going to twist. So your hips are going to stay forward with me, and you're just going to twist your spine to the right. Stay here. Pull your heart apart. Pull your arms apart. Come back to the center. Yes. So can you twist not by moving your arms, but by moving around your rib cage? Find that muscle and move yourself from there. You might not go as far. And then come back to the center. So if this is where you are today, this is where you are. I want you to twist here. I don't want your feet to move. So right now I want you to be reaching through your right leg for me, Tammy. Lengthen your right leg forward. There you go. Lift up taller in your waist. Yes, come back to the center. One more time to the opposite direction. Twist for me. Don't let those feet change. Come back to the center. This time twist to the right. Dive your left hand forward. Pull your right arm back behind you like you're trying to shut a door. Pause here. Put your left hip down. Yes, now pulse your left hand back for 3. You're not your front one, your back one. 3 and 2 and 1. Lift up in your twist, come back to the center. So when you pulse that arm back, I don't want your spine moving. Twist to the opposite side. Dive your right hand forward. Shut the door with your left hand. Pause here. Just pulse that left hand to open your shoulder. 3 and 2. Check your right hip for me. And 1. Come up in your twist. And we'll go one more to each direction. You're going forward in your reach. Stay forward for me. Now as you pulse, stay forward. So don't move your body, just move your arm. 3 and 2 and 1. That's what we're looking for. Come back up in your twist. Come back to the center last time. Twist to the opposite side. Right hand is forward. Right ear goes with you. Left hand closes the door 3 times. The door keeps slamming open. Shut it again. Shut it again. Come up in your twist. Come back to the center. Put your hands in front of you. Lower yourself all the way down to the mat. How are we doing? Good. It's harder when it's slower. At least I think it's harder when it's slower. So, all right, let's roll on to our stomachs, please. And for those of us, I have 2 rollers. It would be nice. Somebody in this class just checked your watch.
Well, we know it wasn't Mike.
I'm not gonna tell you who it is.
My stomach is telling me enough.
All right, we're not gonna be here all night. All right, but we do need to do a little extension. So lay on your bellies, people, please.
Are we using rollers?
We're gonna use, if you have a roller, I would suggest using it, and we'll spread it apart. That's mine. So let's start here. So those of you who have a roller, extend your arms long for me, and we'll move it around, provided everybody who has a roller doesn't mind sharing the roller. Okay, and those of you, those who don't have a roller, let's start with your elbows bent and put your forehead right on top of your palms, with your palms right at the end of your mat. So you're going to be like this, like when the teacher made you put your head on your desk. All right, so you guys, let's change our feet position today. So when you're in the studio, we flex our feet over the end of the Cadillac. So flex your feet for me. Bend your toes, yes. And then, yes, and reach your heels away and feel how your tailbone kind of wants to lengthen there. Hold on to that. So your backside should be active to start with. If you have a roller, so those of you guys without the roller, hold on a second. If you have a roller, your job is to move that roller closer to you by way of your shoulders. So I want you to pull your shoulder blades down your back to roll the roller towards you. Press into the roller to lift your heart up. And then roll the roller away as you lengthen yourself all the way down. You guys will do that 2 or 3 more times. Tammy and Mike, keep your head and your forehead together for me and pull your elbows like asymmetrically apart. As you keep your head and your forehead hands together, hover your hands and forehead off the mat. Now pull your heart forward. So think your gaze is lifting, not because your chin is lifting, but because your heart is lifting. Yes, now grow longer out of your waist as you lower everything back down. One more time like that for all of you. You're going to lift your head and your heart. Your shoulder blades glide down. Your heart comes forward. Your backside is active. Try not to roll on from one side to the other. And then get longer as you lower everything back down. All right, so if you had a roller, let's move your hands to underneath your forehead. And we're going to take the roller and we're going to let Michael and Tammy share it. So
I have noodles at
You don't
home.
want
Those
that.
work, but they're not as big as the roller.
I have wipes if you guys want to use it and want to use a wipe in between.
You know the
Entirely,
pool,
no pressure.
you know the pool noodles? They're not as thick as this, but would they work?
Not really, because they're not gonna. They're too soft and wishy. So Tammy, you can continue with where you were, or you can put your hands flat down on the mat, and you can do a little bit more extension. Entirely up to you. What's good for your back. So those of you, so without a roller, let me.
No, don't be sorry.
Do you want to keep the roller then?
Yeah, do you want, here.
All right. So if you do not have, let's start with you, Michael, because you've been out there a while. So move the roller closer towards you, and put your forearms on. So drape your hands further over it. Yes. Use the pressure on the roller to pull your shoulder blades down. If you're not using a roller and your elbows are bent, place your forehead on your hands. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Pull those elbows apart and lift your head and your hands off the mat and hover. So Tammy, do this for me one more time, and then we'll move straight into straight swan. So all three of you guys will do this together. Okay. And then grow longer out of your waist as you lower everything back down. So Michael, you're moving that roller because your shoulders are moving. You doing okay there?
Yeah.
Think heart forward, gaze forward. All right, those of you who without the roller, place your hands flat down onto the mat. And then hug your elbows into your waist. Michael, roll the roller all the way around and then join us for this. There you go. Now place your hands flat on the mat underneath you, like you're gonna do a push-up, and then pull your elbows up towards the ceiling like you're a grasshopper. So your nose is on the mat. So hug those elbows into your ribcage like you're holding a $5 bill. Loop your shoulder blades towards your ears and come down your back with them. So your elbow points are actually pushing towards your butt. There you go. Now, pull your abs in and up. Hover your hands a half an inch off the mat. Now, pull your shoulder blades down and lift your head and your heart without your hands. Use the strength of your back to lift your gaze. Press your heels down of your hands down. Pull your heart forward. So pull back with your hands. Your hands are on the mat. Pull your spine forward. Now maybe press into your hands a little bit more to lift up a little higher. Well done, you guys. Lift your hands when you can. Get longer as you lower all the way down. That was really well done, you guys. Let's just do one more because it's so much fun. Lift your hands off the mat and hover. Engage your backside. Your neck is long. Lift your heart and then your gaze right off the edge of your mat. Press your hands down onto the mat. Pull your hands back towards your ribcage to pull your heart forward. Get taller for me right here. Yes. Now lift your hands. Get taller as you lower everything back down to the mat. Great job, you guys. Sit back onto your heels if it's good for your knees and give yourself a child's pose stretch. So your knees will be wide. Your heels will be connected, and you're going to stretch your waist long and forward. Cindy, you can just go into cat-cow if you want to here. Something to give your lower back a little bit of relief. And then bring your hands over to one side of the mat for me, please, and pull the opposite hip back. And then bring your hands over to the other side of the mat and pull your hip back. Then bring your hands back right in front of you, please. And actually, if it's okay for your wrist, let's just do a little cat and cow. So you're going to be onto all fours. Your knees are going to be right underneath your hips. Your hands are going to be right underneath your shoulders. And I want you to imagine that you are a table. So when we do this, we kind of want to sway our back a little bit. Imagine you have a drink right in that lower back piece, and you don't want to stretch. You don't want to spill it. So now think of your elephant on the reformer. So think light in your hands. I want you to pull your navel to spine to think that there's a hook right on the back of your pants, lifting the back of your spine towards the ceiling. So you're going to be in an upside down U. Could you actually lift your abs even more? And could you lift more from your lower abs than from your rib cage? So could you pull your lower back up towards the ceiling? Yes, you guys, great job. Now keep that lower ab connection. Pull your palms kind of asymmetrically. Don't move them. Just pull your heart forward. Straighten out your spine and think your crown of your head goes in one direction, your tailbone goes in the other, your knees stay down, but do you have a sway in your back? Pull those lower abs in so that you're not...
supposed to
I actually just want you to stay in that straight spine right now. Let's do that 2 more times. Pull your abs in and up. Everybody okay on their knees here? I can get you a roller, Cindy, if it's hard on your knees. Pull your belly button in more. Pull your shoulder blades away. Yes. Now think heart forward, tailbone down, but we're not pushing into, yes, exactly, you guys. And now I'm going to actually have you pull your heart forward and arch your back the other way. But think not arching your lower back. This is your swan. Lift your upper back. Yes, exactly, you guys. Great job. And then let's have you come all the way back into kind of that rest pose that was good for you from the start. And then roll onto your backs for me, please, and we'll do a little shoulder bridging. Is everybody feeling okay? So shoulder bridge is a nice place to kind of catch your breath. It's a nice articulation exercise, so you know it's coming. We're going to do a little shoulder bridging. We're going to try a little teaser, and then we're just going to finish up with some little serratus kind of things, and then we're going to let everybody go home. All right. So line everything up for me, please. Your hips, your shoulders, your knees, and your feet. The more narrow your feet are, the more supportive it is for your inner thighs, but it's actually a little harder for the lift. So I would suggest knees in line with your hip points. And then hug your whole arm into the mat. Let's really work through that articulation. Press your lower back down. And then press into your heels and curl your tailbone to lift your spine up one vertebra at a time. I want you to think side stretch here. So I want your hips lifting. Put the weight into your big toe knuckles as much as the outside of your foot. Yes. Now can you lift your hips 1 more centimeter? Can you reach your knees away a little bit more? Yes, now keep reaching those knees away. Think roll away from your chin. Lower the top of your spine down first. Right and left at the same time. Middle of your spine. Could you get your curve of your spine down before the back of your pelvis lands? Then let your pelvis land and let it be so heavy that it pulls your lower back off the mat. So how about the other way for me, Sammy? The other way. So yes, exactly. That's well done. So you'll start the way you just wanted to go. So you're going to press that lower back down. There you go. And then continue to press down to lift up. Press into your hands. Lift your bum up first. Lift your waist up. Now that you're here, double check that your arms are fully engaged on both sides. Widen your collarbone. Lengthen your arms. Reach your knees away from your nose. Yes. Now keep reaching those knees away. Lower the top of your spine down first. Lower the middle of your spine down second. Pause here. Curl your tailbone a little bit more. Put the arch of your back down first. Third. Put the back of your pelvis down. Land so heavily that your waist pulls up. Did that feel good? Yeah, I love this exercise. Alrighty, so let's go from here into a little bit of teaser. So pick your poison in terms of what level of teaser you want to do, okay? So we're going to start on the up. So just rock yourself up to a seated position. And when you get to the part where you feel like you're in control, but it's challenging, that's where you're going to stay today, okay? We are all in different places on different days. So we're going to start our teaser the way we start our half roll back. Your hands are going to be behind your thighs. Put your feet flat onto the mat and let your feet be heavy. But let's pull our knees if you can, if your body will allow you. Pull your knees closer together. Michael, how about a ball for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty. So just for the first, just as a reminder, your hands are lightly behind your thighs. I want you to curl off your tailbone and roll back. Imagine you have that ball right between your inner thighs. Keep your feet down just for the first one. Find all that space in your lower back. There you go. Now, as you lift up, I want you to pull your abs in more, but now I want your heart to be coming with you. Yes, all the way back up, but you're not sticking that butt out at the top. Now, keep your knees together and straighten your right leg out on the high diagonal, but keep the connection. Keep reaching through that leg. Lower your lower back down towards the mat. Now reach into that extended toe. Pull your abs in, lift yourself up and up and up. Put that foot down onto the floor. Do the same thing on the other side. Let's see if there's a difference from one side to the other. Your knees are in the same plane. You roll halfway back. You reach into that toe. Pull your abs in more to lift yourself up and up. Put that foot down onto the mat. Keep yourself here if this is where you are today. Otherwise, your arms are on the high diagonal. Your knees are connected. Your right leg reaches out. You hug those inner thighs together. You reach away from that toe as you lower halfway back. You reach into that toe. You lift yourself up, 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 up. Put that foot down. Great job, you guys. Move the opposite leg up. Hug to the inner thighs. Roll back. Pull your abs in more. Lift yourself up, 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 up. If that's where you are, that's where you stay. Put your feet down onto the mat. Next level. You keep your arms right where they are. Pull your abs in. Bring your legs to the tabletop. Now your legs are on the shelf. Pull your abs in. Keep your legs right where they are. Lower your lower back down to the mat. Come right back up. Yes. Lower your lower back down to the mat. Come right back up. Put your feet down onto the floor when you come up. Perfect. EJ, go ahead and lower yourself all the way back down. If you guys want to try it from the opposite angle, you're going to lower yourself all the way down. Otherwise, we're going to stay right here. So it's harder to come up than it is to go down, as you all know. All right? Reach your arms out to a nice wide T here for me. Put your head down. Bring your knees into tabletop. Hug your inner thighs together. Reach your hands onto the high diagonal. Imagine you have a roller in your hand. You're going to lift your head, neck, and shoulders. You're going to extend your legs. You're going to roll that roller right up your legs. Keep your legs where they are. Roll that roller right up your legs. Yes. Now roll that roller right down your legs. Pull your knees into tabletop. Well done, you guys. Last time for me. Your legs go on the high diagonal. Your head goes up. You reach through your fingertips. You roll up your legs. Keep your legs on that shelf. Can I touch you? Mm-hmm. Keep coming. There you go. Yes. Now roll away. Yes, Tammy. Good job. Lower your lower back down. Your middle back down. Your shoulders come in to the mat. Your knees come into tabletop. Great job, you guys. Well done. The worst is over. Alrighty. Roll over onto your belly for me, please. Sit back onto your heels. Stretch out your lower back. You can do a cat and cow again if you want to. And we're going to finish with a little bit of serratus push-ups. You're welcome. All right. So bend your elbows for me, please, and then cup one fist lightly into the other. So for a lot of you, you've not gone this far through the mat repertoire. You've actually done very, very well. Yeah, well done. So you're on your elbows. Your elbows are right above or right underneath your shoulder blades. All right. So I want you to take your strongest leg, whichever leg is instinctively you want to put out there. I want you to put it out behind you with your foot, with your toe down, so your foot is flexed. Now, let that leg be very firm. Stand on that leg. Pull your abs in, lift your gaze, pull your heart forward, extend the opposite leg out to meet it. Hug your heels together now. Imagine you're against the wall. So pull your heart forward and push your hips. Yes. Hold your abs in and up. Find your inner thighs here. Hold for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lower one knee, lower the other knee. And then just give yourself a rest. You can go back towards your heels. You can pull your heart forward. You can lay yourself all the way back down. You're going to do one more. So if the first was challenging, but you could do more, you're going to go right into a serratus push-up, which means you're going to pull your heart forward and puff your back up. Otherwise, you're just going to hold into the opposite, with the opposite side leaning forward. So extend one leg back behind you. Extend the other leg back behind you. Hug your inner thighs together. EJ, bring your heart forward for me more. Yes, now if you're going to go with serratus push-ups, your shoulder blades come together, your heart comes forward. You puff your back right back up. It's together and apart. Without moving your elbows, you're moving your shoulders. Yes, and apart. Yes, there you go. Last time, otherwise you're holding. Yes, bend one knee, bend the other knee. Sit back onto your heels. And then go ahead and just sit back onto your heels with your knees bent behind you. So you're actually going to kind of sit yourself up, and you're going to stand up with your hands on the mat, your feet onto the mat. So you're going to actually stretch your lower back. There you go. Alrighty. So now you're going to walk your hands back towards your toes. Let the weight, so now that you're here, you're looking at your toes. Bring your feet in line with your hips. Check out your toes. Make sure you have no white knuckles.
It's really bad.
Place your hands, right. Place your hands, if you can, behind your ankles. And rather than bending into your thighs, hinge forward. Pull your heart forward. Lengthen your waist for me right here to stretch. And then let the grip be a little bit lighter on your ankles. You're fine, Tammy. You're exactly in the right place.
Okay.
Let your hands fall off your shoulders, just like go of your ankles. Pull your abs in and up. Let your head be heavy. Stack yourself up like you're stacking yourself up against an imaginary wall. One vertebra at a time. Pull your heart forward. Lift your gaze forward. Finish with your legs together and your heel and your toes a little bit apart. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Pull your shoulder blades in the opposite direction. Open your hands away from each other. Imagine you're pressing against resistance. Press your hands apart. Lift your spine, lift your spine, lift your spine all the way down until your hands land. You guys are all finished. Well done, well done.
Thank you.
For those of you who have, it was you guys really, you have not done full math and you did great. I hope you feel great afterwards.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well done. Alrighty.
My stand goal